Basically, the New Age movement has offered gimmick cures to people, gimmick ideas, gimmick faux philosophical concepts that are far and away different than the real tenets of the great thinkers of our time. Everybody's attracted to something precious. Everybody wants the truth. But the truth is not apprehended by the action of the will. And also, when you embark upon the journey of the truth, there's tests and challenges along the way. So everybody goes towards it, but how many can take the barbed wire fences, the challenges, the obstacles? And the New Age movement knows this, and that's why many people back off. And then they're not allowed into the inner precinct because they're toxic. So what do? They stand outside in the marketplace and go, I'll sell it to you cheap. We already have the gifts. You have sentience. You have 37 sensory inputs to the brain. We use 5. You have the mirror of another person in which to see your own flaws and your own perfection. Everything is being laid on. You have the greatest teacher in the world, nature, and we call it inanimate. Man is seriously toxic, seriously flawed. This is Carl Jung. He says, the gigantic catastrophes that threaten us today are not elemental happenings of a physical or biological order, but are psychic events. To a quite terrifying degree, we are threatened by wars and revolutions, which are nothing other than psychic epidemics. At any moment, several millions of human beings may be smitten with a new madness, and then we shall have another world war or devastating revolution. Instead of being at the mercy of wild beasts, earthquakes, landslides, and inundations, modern man is battered by the elemental forces of his own psyche. Whatever external nemesis or problem or disorder or dysfunction is existing in the world, the tendency of the modern intellectual is to run around with placards and try to fix it in the external setting. This has never worked, will not work, and nothing is going to change because consciousness has not changed. The human is not changing. The idea is that, like Vico and Plato knew, civilizations are born, they come to their peak, and then they end. We are now in the end phase. There are seasons of life, there are rhythms of life. And the cycles of life that the Druids and the Magi and the Shaman and the Maya understood. Western man knows nothing of this. He lives in a fluorescent, superlit, always-on world. The gigantic catastrophe. At any moment, several millions of human beings may be smitten with a new madness. The true apocalypse is the Armageddon within, not outside.